"You're late," she said, not looking up from her book. "Couldn't help it," he replied, dropping his backpack on the floor. Her eyes flickered up, meeting his for a brief second. "Again, I know," he sighed, running a hand through his hair. Traffic. The room was small, with just enough space for a desk, a chair, and a bed. The walls were a faded shade of blue, with a few posters of bands she didn't recognize. A single window allowed a beam of light to cut through the darkness, revealing dust motes dancing in the air. It was a stark contrast to the energy of the city outside. He took off his jacket, revealing a wrinkled shirt underneath. She noticed the coffee stain, but didn't say anything. Instead, she returned to her book, letting the silence fill the space between them. It was a tense silence, one that was familiar to them both. They had been friends since childhood, but lately, something had changed. The air felt thick with unspoken words, and every glance was loaded with meaning. He sat down on the edge of her bed, his shoulders slumped in defeat. "How was your day?" he asked, trying to break the silence. "It was fine," she murmured, her eyes scanning the pages without really seeing the words. "How about you?" he shrugged. "The usual. Work, traffic, work." The silence grew heavier, and she could feel his gaze on her. She looked up again, and this time, their eyes locked. There was something in his stare that made her heart race, something she had never noticed before. She swallowed hard, her hand trembling slightly as she marked her place in the book. "I brought you something," he said suddenly, reaching into his pocket. He pulled out a small, folded piece of paper and handed it to her. "It's a coupon for that ice cream place you like." Her eyes widened in surprise, and she took the paper, feeling the warmth from his hand linger. "You remembered?" he smiled, a hint of color rising to his cheeks. "Of course I did."